This is a very well organized show. It is popular. It's nicely presented. It is very diverse. So you meet a lot of different people from different places that come here together. It's a very good event to go to, and it's a very good to fly to. So I think it gets, thumbs up in terms of organization, venue, and program. I think it has a good role, a very important role, simply because it has good venues. And obviously, regionally, if you look at the globe, this country here is well situated to be between Europe and Asia. So ultimately, that is let's say, if you wish, it's a good place to meet if you come from both directions. And ultimately, also the proximity to Europe means that whatever is decided in Europe is seen here and can be also further discussed with the ones that come from the East, because they have their own policies, as we have seen recently in China, but also in Korea and Japan. And at the end of the day, in terms of utilities, in terms of, call it zero emission activities, it's all connected because the climate is the same. Well, the challenges are sometimes turning around finance. Ultimately, if you come out with major changes to the industry in order to make it more sustainable looking forward, you need to then also provide for the support mechanisms that allow for such change to happen. This is particularly true for areas such as hydrogen, where everyone wants green hydrogen, but we don't have, in reality, the funding mechanisms in place that would enable the utilities to deliver on these targets. And that's the challenge for them. They would like to deliver, and we all need them to deliver in order to have a better planet looking forward. But there is the money, the missing money problem. So in reality, what we are seeing is a very fragmented funding landscape around the planet that spans from zero funding to full funding. So you have here a lot of differences in terms of how utilities are enabled to actually do the job which is expected from them. Human life is always about opportunities, but it's also about challenges. And once you overcome challenges, you see the opportunities and they realize for you. So the difficulty really turns about what to do to overcome these challenges and actually realize these opportunities. Ultimately, what we need is some sort of courage, and we need a sort of discipline in what we actually want to achieve and talk to our neighbors, because ultimately the connection between the different regions and also different cultures, different degrees of industrialization can all be sort of mended, because everyone has something to bring to the table. But the funding issue is the main issue that is posing challenges for the industry. Well, today I'll talk about the clean energy hub idea. This is something that we promote at ZETA, which ultimately consists of bringing sustainable sellers and sustainable buyers together, so that they can basically interact over such a clean energy hub. And in such hub, you have a situation whereby the green or the sustainable part has its own price. So currently, this is not in place also here, or only partly in place, I should say, in the region. In the future, what you would need to do is recognize the green value of a commodity when you produce it, and allow that green value to be certified in a certificate and allow for that certificate to be traded, because this would then mean that there would be additional funds making it available in order to meet the challenges we just talked about, meaning funding, because these certificates provide, because of their value, for additional incentives for companies to actually do something in terms of renewable or sustainable development.